Good morning, everybody. It's Holly from Besotted Orchids. I want to show you what we did this weekend. This is my grow space. This is on one end of our living room. So this originally was here. We had all these shelves here. And this is one 12-foot board because the windows are a little different size on the one end. So it's 12 foot on the one and then three 6-foot boards there because they vary. And then over here we have two 13-foot boards that we just installed this weekend. I am very happy with how this turned out. Now, nothing is how it's going to stay. I mean, that's just a given on any day with orchids. Sometimes you move them around. You can hear my dogs in the background. They're upset. I just came downstairs. But I wanted to film before it got too bright, and then you don't see the orchids very well. This we had to use for an extra bracing. And actually, we had an old table in the basement, and I repurposed a leg off the table. It was in my summer kitchen. And it kind of replicates the look that we have. And there's Lily's handiwork right there with the mini blind. So yeah, these are my orchids. There's Sologeny on the end that is definitely going to move into more light. My orange Catante Kiss is spiking. Oh, and here's something. Well, here's something different. I don't know if any of you garden. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. You see that growth? All the growth on that. That is a sweet potato. These form slips, but they call them. And then when they get several inches long, you kind of pull those off the potato and put them in water, and they will root. And that's how you grow sweet potatoes. You don't do like a regular potato where you just plop the potato in the ground. But here, I want to show you this while we're over here. I noticed my, oh my goodness. I haven't even had a sip of coffee yet. I literally just came down and no lemon water, nothing. They are coming, my catasetums, there we go, are coming out of their dormancy. I'm going to see if I can find. So I did put them, in some moss. There we go. There's one. I repotted them, and last year, I don't know if you've seen any videos about them. My orchid I don't think they got as many blooms as they ought to have gotten this year. They just didn't do as well. So this year, instead of just sphagnum and my regular fertilizer routine, I did add some slow release into there. So I'm hoping. And there are my two Neophanetias back there that have bloomed. I'm waiting for them to bloom again this year. These are kind of my babies. And there's another sweet potato. Excuse me. They said, make sure you use an organic sweet potato. It's the only one that will sprout. No. My organic sweet potato that I bought is just wrinkling up. The non-organic sweet potato is doing great. So on this lower little shelf here, just the windowsill, I do put a few babies, smaller type orchids. And there's a Lind aggregatum. Let's say aggregatum. It goes by two names. Lindley, and aggregatum. It has two names. And these are mainly my zygopetalums down here that don't require nearly so much light to bloom. I'm still finessing this. This is going to be a work in progress. But I did finish putting everything, lots of dendrobiums over here. And this is my Phyocylanthe that was done spiking. So the leaves typically do fall off, and then you get new growth. It is forming two bulbs this year. So that's really going to grow very well. And then around the corner, you just have various oncidiums, a few cats, mainly oncidiums over here. And they're not as dark as they look in the video. They're lighter green. They just show really, really dark because of the lighting in here. The lighting outside is better than the lighting in here at the moment. And as I was rearranging yesterday, my zygopetalum, I think this is Advanced Australia. It's my big one. It has a spike. And when I say a big zygopetalum, look at that. They love it here. And then an equally big one went on this up above here. This is the Sherry Baby. I mean, good heavens, 4 feet across. That thing is really large. And on the top shelf, that is not going to get as much light ever, where they typically live anyhow is in this north-facing window, are my Paphia pedlums over here. And my Phalaenopsis. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this one. This one is blooming. That's a rebloom for me. So we have all kind of orchids here. This is one I just got in from Carmela. That is a Miltoniopsis. It's noisy. Everybody with their work trucks are heading off to work. Our road's becoming busier and busier as more and more people build back there. So yeah, here is what, oh, I want to show you this. Well, these will not be here. These are, I am starting some spider babies for, we have plant swaps in the spring, all the local libraries. So I will be keeping one and all the other babies will be going to the plant swaps. And then over here are a lot of the babies that, if you did watch my orchid potting, I'm telling you, I can't talk yet, orchid potting video, they are back here. And I do need to get some more of these little trays from the Dollar Tree. These are so nice. I wish, honestly, I can't talk. I wish that they had one of these a little bit longer. Maybe put 8 or 9 orchids in one of them, of the babies. Now this one is, this was a division. I took off another one and it is not happy. So I don't know. It's not happy. Oh, here's another. I don't know what this one is, but there's another spike. We'll see when it blooms what it is. And my pinky eye candy, look at it. See, I can show you my orchids so much better now because they're not on top of each other. This is the Oncidium. Out of the way. I call it pinky eye candy. A lot of people say eye candy pinky. But look at the roots on that. Just wanting to go a little aerial, which I'm not too terribly thrilled with. I like my roots to go down in. And this is the Twinkle. This is Marguerite. And I'll tell you, this is the time of year, if you grow twinkles, they're going to be getting new growth. There is some lots of nice new growths on this. I'd say that's probably about it. It's where my son comes up every morning. It's getting ready to come up over the hill over there. So it does take us a little longer to get the sun in the morning because it has to come up over the hill. But look at this. These are a lot of smaller dendrobiums over here, and a few like brassicatleas and things like that. This is a Cornu survey, and it is a Phalaenopsis type, but it is a species. I'm looking forward to that. I have not seen that bloom yet. That came from Equigenera. Anything else going on up here? There's a Kingianum that bloomed for me last year. But yeah, that's basically what we have going on. Over here is the horrible mess that used to hold, it was a terrible mess, used to be my potting table. And I'm just going to use my bar stool to set my, bowl on because, you know, if I have a spot to put things, I'm going to put things on it. So this looks so much neater, so much nicer, and we even do have a little orchid over here. This is Linda Lingle, a Miltoniopsis, and this did come from Sheldon. I just ordered a package deal from him, and it's so spring-like, so pretty. It goes really, really well with the little bunny over here. And of course the daffodils are blooming, and I did put my olive tree here. So this is basically a tour of the grow room. I hope you enjoyed seeing what we did. I'm hoping it works out well, but I did tell my husband after these are all new shelves. I said, what in the world? Where did all of these come? Where did I have all these? I don't feel like I've gained any ground. I thought I would have a few extra spaces because honestly, in the dining room over there, I have probably, I don't know, 15, 16 more orchids in there. So, I don't know. I don't know where they all came from. I don't know where they had all been living. But yeah, these shelving brackets are very nice. We just went to Lowe's and picked up the brackets, and these are 1x12s. And we don't know, we were discussing this, how this happened. We have a 1x10 up there. And I'm not certain who went to get this board. It's a very long board, so I'm assuming it came home in my husband's truck. How we had 12 inches, and then suddenly we went to a 10 inch. So I don't know how this one got up here. Hoping it was purposeful. But yeah, there we go. They are spaced out. They have a little bit more room. They'll have lots of nice air movement this spring, this summer when the windows can crack open a little bit. Now with these orchids in plastic pots, until I switch them to terracotta mostly, these windows won't be open the whole way. They cannot be. They will knock a plastic, we are in the valley. They will knock a plastic pot off the shelf so fast. So all these windows will just be cracked a little bit. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed seeing this. I'm going to go off and have a teeny bit of coffee this morning, I think, and then my lemon water because this is Orchid Talk Day. I'm excited. I have to finesse my talk because we had to change it up from the one I normally give because we're doing potting this time around. So I have to, yeah, it's D-Day, and I have to go ahead and finish out my talk. So really the first orchid talk, when you change it out, it really is just, you wing it. You put down what you think, you see how it flows, you see how everything goes, and then the other ones become better and better. So anybody watching from Crestview, you're going to have a great talk, but it's probably not going to be exactly like the other ones. So I am looking forward to that this evening. You guys have a great day. Please feel free to comment, to like, to share. Oh, and I don't. As far as commenting goes, somebody's going to probably say something about the lighting in the north-facing window, and the upper shelves will not receive it because they are the low light ones. But underneath the upper shelf, I believe I will be installing grow lights. There's plenty of room up there to put a grow light, and I think I will be doing that because, you know, the oncidiums, they'll probably be okay because they do like, they will get some of the east-facing sun coming through also. But, you know, if I want the dendrobiums to do well, I'm going to add some kind of lighting. So you guys have a great day. And above all, enjoy those orchids.